So as we all know, 2025 is the year of AI agents. Yeah, 2025 is the year of AI agents. We don't know what will come in 2026, but 2025 is all about AI agents. And because the focus on agents is beginning to ramp up really, really fast, there is now need for standardization. Yeah, there's need for standardization. So what we are beginning to see now are several protocols coming up. And it has been super interesting. So we had MCP. Oh, I think my pen is okay. I need to get my pen. Okay, so we had MCP, that's the Model Context Protocol by Anthropic. Then Google came out and gave us A2A, agent to agent, which is another protocol. And now we are hearing of a new protocol on the block, AGUI. AGUI, that's the new protocol. Now, what is AGUI? Because that's what this video is all about. Let us look at what AGUI is. AGUI stands for Agent User Interaction. Agent User Interaction Protocol. That's what AGUI is. Agent User Interaction Protocol. Now, what does AGUI stand to do? We know what MCP does. We're getting familiar with A2A. What does AGUI do? So, definitely, you know, even though we are now in a world where a lot of apps are being powered by LLMs, we're still going to get the value from a software, a SaaS application, the desktop application that we're going to have to interact with some sort of front end. As users, what we understand is the front end. So, what AGUI aims to do is to connect front ends with AI agents. Trying to draw a bot here. So let's say this is a bot. So AGUI is trying to connect front ends with AI agents and vice versa. So it's a protocol that basically creates a communication pipeline between your front ends that are written in React, Vue.js, or whatever, vanilla HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and AI agents that are running on a backend. That's basically what AGI is trying to do. And currently, they now have support of powerful frameworks like LangGraph. So you can already use them with LangGraph. You can already use them with Crew AI, which I've worked extensively with. And you can also use them with other frameworks that I'm not really familiar with, like Mastra and AG2. And they promised that integrations are also coming for things like Google ADK. By the way, I have a whole Google ADK getting started video on this channel, about 1 hour. Then also the OpenAI SDK, which are the very new agent frameworks that we have got in the past 2 months or so. So they already have support for these 4 agent frameworks, and these 2 are coming soon, and they are even welcoming contributions. So that is what AGUI is all about. It's basically connecting your front end to your AI agents. Yeah, AGUI connects your front end to your AI agents. So your front end applications can directly communicate with AI agents, and also the AI agents can communicate back. But now let us see how it works. Let's see how it works. Let me clean out some stuff so that I can have some room here. Just clean out this. Get rid of this. Okay. Okay. So how do this work? How does this work rather? So what basically happens is that you have your front end that speaks the AGUI protocol. You have your back end where your agent is hosted. So your agent is hosted. Let's say there's an agent here. Let's call it agent 1. And your front end can directly communicate with your AI agent using the AGUI protocol. Yeah, you can simply communicate with it that way. It can also go ahead and call a proxy. Let's say your request comes in, and you can address it with a proxy, which can then decide which agent to use. Let's say there's another agent here. Let's say agent 2 and agent 3. So based on what your request is, the proxy can decide, oh yeah, this sounds like something that agent 2 can handle, and it handles it. Or this sounds like something that agent 3 can handle, and it handles it. So you can do a direct communication with AGUI, or you can do a proxy relayed communication that can be able to communicate between your front end and multiple agents, like a pool of agents, each performing specific responsibilities. Now, how does all this communication happen? How do all this communication happen? Now, the transport systems, there are a myriad of transport systems that AGUI can use. For example, you can use WebSockets because AGUI communication is real time, so you can use WebSockets. It also has support for server-sent events. And you can also use webhooks. Yeah, you can also use webhooks to pass your communication or to as a communication pipeline. And it also has other communication mechanisms that you can make use of, but these are the most popular ones. WebSockets, which we know shines with real-time communications, server-sent events, which are also awesome for real-time communication, and webhooks. So you can use any of these transport protocols. And communication goes from and to the agent through the use of events. Yeah, it's an event-based communications. And currently, AGUI supports up to 16 events where you can use to communicate from the agent to the front end, and you can also pass data from the front end to your agent at the back end. So yeah, that's how AGUI basically works. That's how it works. Now you might be asking, and this is where we're going to be wrapping up this video. You might be asking, how does this compare to MCP and A2A? Now, AGUI, like I've already said, plugs your front end directly to agents. So whether you have one agent or you have a pool of agents, AGUI basically plugs that your chat front end or whatever front end that you've built that needs to communicate with agents, it plugs that front end written in React, written in Vue, written in Angular, and plugs it to your agents. However, MCP, what MCP does is that it connects AI agents. MCP connects AI agents to tools and data sources. So that's what MCP does. MCP connects AI agents to tools and data sources. A2A is for agent-to-agent communication. That's basically in the name. Agent-to-agent communication. So what A2A is trying to do is make agents communicate with one another. So it's not agents communicating with the user, it's not agents communicating with the front end, it's agents communicating with one another. So MCP is agents communicating with tools. Or they want to browse the web, they need to source data from Google Drive, or they need to extract information from a PDF file, or they need to use a code interpreter tool to run some code and stuff like that. That's what MCP does. A2A is for communicating between agents. However, AGUI is for connecting users to agents, users directly to agents. Users use front ends, and AGUI simply connects front ends to agents. So no clashes. These are not, they're not stepping on each other's toes. They are all for different things that we need. And it continues to show the importance of standards as things are becoming more AI based, as LLMs are powering more applications. We need these standards. The web came and we started having things like WebSockets, HTTP and stuff like that. Now with agents, we need standards, and AGUI is now joining that list.